Hello, Joe Bendel here, and this video is sharing the 2 reasons why you haven't achieved your dreams and your goals so far this year and what to do differently. So we are already in June. If you're in denial that we are halfway through the year, then this is for you. Now, I know that a lot of us get caught up in that New Year's hype when we set some big, bold, beautiful dreams and goals about what we're going to achieve that year. And it could be that they are now still sat on your list and you haven't actually progressed them. Maybe you haven't progressed them as far as you hoped to, or maybe you haven't even started. And there is no judgment here, because I have I have some goals on my list that are not where I'd hoped they would be. So reason one that you haven't achieved your goals so far is that they weren't your goals. So they were maybe either should goals, and let me just tell you, should goals are very dangerous and will never lead to us feeling fulfilled, okay? So it's not okay to be setting should goals. And the other thing is, it could be that they were somebody else's goals. And again, we see other people setting goals and we're like, oh my God, I'd love that too. And then we set that as our goal and we don't achieve it because it's not fully aligned to our true core desires. Okay. Now, it could be that the goals you set for yourself at the start of the year were they felt right at the time, but maybe you have grown and you've evolved and they're no longer right. Okay. So reason one is that they're not your goals, they're someone else's goals, or they're no longer the right goals for you. Okay. Reason two is that you didn't have a simple system to just trust and follow to be able to take that goal from on your to-do list to actual reality. Now, one thing I have learned as a location independent girly is that the thing that I resist is the systems and the structure, and that is the thing that gives me true freedom, but also ensures that I get a lot of things done while still having lots of time out for whatever's important to me. So the whole thing about a system is that we can just rely on it to allow us to take one step, the next step, the next step. It doesn't have to be a restricting thing, okay? So those are the 2 reasons. One is that they weren't the right goals, and 2 is you didn't have a simple system to help move you forward. Now, I have got some suggestions on how to change that. So the first thing that I would say is that I am giving you permission, and I also want you to give yourself permission to ditch any goals that are still sat on your list that are not the right goals for you. Now, whether you've evolved and grown or they were just the wrong goals in the first place, it's time to let them go. Like, really release them guilt-free, okay? We do not want to go into the second half of the year with the energy of not having achieved these goals. So we want to release them. Okay, so that's the first step, is like really allowing yourself to release what wasn't right for you in the first place, and then come back to what do I truly desire now. And then the second step is to set the right goals. Okay, now this is important. Like how many times have you set goals and not achieved them because they weren't set from that place of like really coming back to alignment of what is it that I want to achieve, what's important to me, what's going to light me up, what's motivating for me, and why we want to achieve them. Now, I have quite a unique process for planning out my months, and it's really what allows me to achieve what's important and not just what's urgent. Okay, now we're kind of like heading into the end of the first 6 months of this year. Now, I just want to say that it does feel a bit like that exciting period, a bit like the start of the year where we're like, oh my God, like we've got 6 months ahead of us, what do we want to achieve? So I'm going to be doing my own planning process to plan out the next 6 months. What I will say is I'm going to invite you along to join me. It's going to be a free 90-minute workshop where we're going to go through a workbook together, completing out not just the success plan, but also the steps before that of releasing what is not important anymore, which we're going to do in some pre-workshop exercises. And then also really coming back to what's true for us, what's important for us, what do we want to achieve. And when you set goals from this energy, like that's what's going to get you up in the morning. Like this is what's going to say goodbye to procrastination and overwhelm, because you're truly and fully aligned to what's important to you. So that's what we're going to be doing. I want to just also say that 6 months is a really, really powerful amount of time. Now, you can change your whole life in 6 months. And the reason I say that is because I have just done that in the last 6 months. So I have transitioned from being location independent, traveling the world, to I've just bought a house in Spain and I'm now a homeowner. So this has been a really big transition for me, and is part of the reason why I haven't achieved or haven't made as much progress on some of my 2018 goals. And I'm okay with that because I was busy achieving this great big goal or dream. But now I feel like, cool, clean slate, start of the next 6 months. What do I want to invite in? What is it that I really, really want to achieve in the next 6 months? So as I say, I have a really unique planning process that I'm going to share with you. It's happening, we're having live workshops, it's happening on June the 26th. Everything is free because I want you to have the plan. I just want you to have the right goals. It breaks my heart when I see people working towards the wrong things. And then when you arrive, you don't feel fulfilled. I've been there. I've achieved amazing things that didn't light me up because they weren't the right goals for me. So I want us all to head into the second half of the year with the right goals, the success plan, and the enthusiasm and the excitement to go and get it. So let's go and smash the next the next half of the year. And even if you have already smashed your 2018 goals, and so you're already like, you're not somebody that's going, I haven't achieved them. If you have achieved them, it's still a really great time to plan out what's next. Realign. Is there anything, you know, like what else is it that I want to achieve in the next 6 months? So come and join me for the live workshop. It's called Oh My God, It's July. And we're going to plan out the next 6 months together. There is, as I say, some pre-work, there's a workbook, lots of stuff. If you can't make it, then just sign up and you'll get the replay sent straight out. Now, I will put the link to join us in the comments. So I will hope to see you on the 26th. And here's to the second half of 2018. Take care. Bye.